Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss regarding EDM process. So EDM stands for electrical discharge machining process. EDM is basically an unconventional manufacturing process. Unconventional manufacturing process basically are those processes in which their physical contact between the tool and the workpiece may or may not be there, as well as the tool may not be more hard than the workpiece, and also the tool need not be a physical one. So there are the various differences between the conventional and the unconventional machining process. So EDM is a type of unconventional manufacturing process or non-traditional machining process, and it is a type of electrothermal process. Electrothermal process, electro means basically here we will be applying the workpiece and the electrode with polarities, and thermal means the machining, that is the material removal will be by the action of heat or thermal action. So this is the setup for the EDM process. This is the tool, physical tool is there in case of the EDM process. This is the workpiece to be machined with a particular geometry, and in the EDM process the tool and the workpiece geometry are mirror image of each other. That means whatever geometry we have to produce in the workpiece, the tool should be the mirror image of that geometry. So tool and the workpiece are suspended in a dielectric. We will discuss what is dielectric and what are the characteristics in detail few minutes later. And both of these are connected to electrical power supply through a generator. There are also the various types of the generator. So in general, we can either connect the tool to the negative terminal and the workpiece to the positive terminal. This is also called the straight polarity. So in this type of the polarity, when the tool is negative cathode and the job is positive anode, the electrons will travel from the tool to the workpiece, and the more machining will be there on the workpiece, which is desired also. Now obviously this also depends on the combination of the electrode workpiece as well. So this is the setup for the EDM machine, and we will be later discussing what is need and characteristics of dielectric and the need of characteristics of the EDM generators, types of the EDM generator. So right now in this EDM setup we are having a tool given the negative polarity, we are having the workpiece given the positive polarity, and the tool and the workpiece are suspended in a dielectric material, dielectric medium, and the tool is a mirror image of the geometry to be cut on the workpiece. So now let us discuss what is the mechanism of the material removal in case of the electrical discharge machining process. So it is as follows. First of all, we apply the particular polarity, that is the workpiece as positive and tool as negative. This is the general polarity applied. Then due to the application of this polarity, when we switch on the power supply, and this will lead to the establishment of the electric field. First of all, the first and foremost condition in EDM process is that the tool and workpiece both need to be a conductor of electricity. This is the must. This is the prerequisite of the EDM process. So what happens after this? The free electrons will be available, and the electrons will be emitted from the tool, and they will consequently collide with the electrons of the dielectric medium. So what happens due to, as a result of this collision, the dielectric molecules will also ionize, and ions and electrons will form, and this will continue, and more ions and electrons will form. This is referred to as the secondary and tertiary collision, resulting in the formation of plasma channel. So when the dielectric is unable to sustain the pressure due to this plasma channel, it will consequently break down, resulting into the formation of the spark, which is also referred to as the avalanche motion of the electrons. So basically spark, these are the discrete in number and multiple. So these sparks will impinge upon the workpiece. This will impinge upon the workpiece by the high energy electrons, and the temperature on the workpiece will rise as a result of this temperature of the spark directly impinging on the workpiece, resulting into the material removal due to the shock waves. The dielectric medium behaves as a just same as that of a capacitor action. That means it breakdowns stabilizes. So we also supply the power in the discrete nature that will be seen by the type of the EDM generator, and in general in most of the cases we have the RC type of the generator. So basically the energy, the voltage and the current will be supplied in the discrete manner. That means we will be associating the on time and the off time. That means for a particular duration the current will flow and result in the machining, then it will not flow, then again for the next instant the current will flow and it will do the machining. So these are basically the standard waveform in the EDM process. We are having the voltage and the current variation with respect to the time. So these geometry, basically the width of this geometry represents the on time, or it represents the duration for which the current will flow and will cause the machining of the material of the workpiece. Then it is correspondingly, this is proceeding with the off time in which no machining takes place. So what happens in this off time, basically the debris recirculation, refiltering, this circulation continues. Again this is again followed by the same on time in which again material removal will take place. So this is the standard waveform in EDM. So now next, what are the process parameters in the EDM process? So EDM, in this the tool and the workpiece are connected by a generator. So first of all we will having a open circuit voltage, let's say about 80 volts. That means basically the voltage when the EDM setup or no load is there, when no EDM setup or no load is there, then we will have a working voltage, then maximum current passing through the system, the on time and the off time represented by the pulse on time T on and T off. These may be in milliseconds, microseconds or nanoseconds. Then the gap between the workpiece and the spark tool and the tool, the gap between the workpiece and the tool. Basically what happens, the tool has to be fed towards the workpiece. So tool will proceed to the workpiece, it will again retract, and it will again proceed to the workpiece, it will again retract. This is necessary so as to cause the regular flushing of the material, and in order to proceed further for the depth of the geometry also, so tool will move towards the workpiece. So there has to be the relative motion between the tool and the workpiece, and the tool is fed towards the workpiece. So the spark gap between the workpiece and the tool, then the polarity, straight polarity in case the tool is negative, otherwise the reverse polarity, the tool is positive. Then the dielectric medium, what is the dielectric medium we are using? External flushing through the spark gap. What is the pressure of the dielectric medium which we are using? Flushing pressure. Then next are the characteristics of the EDM process. So these are the characteristics of the EDM process. As we discussed, that first of all the tool and the workpiece, they need to be the electrically conductive. So the process can be used to machine any work material if it is electrically conductive. Then since it is an electrothermal process, so the material removal depends upon the thermal properties of the workpiece rather than strength and hardness. Then in EDM there is a physical tool, and the geometry of the tool is the positive impression of the hole or geometry to be feature to be machined. That means whatever geometry is required to be machined in the workpiece, the tool should be the mirror image of that. Then the tool has to be electrically conductive as well, both the tool and the workpiece. The tool wear once again depends upon the thermal properties of the tool material. So in EDM the tool need not be more hard than the workpiece. The only condition is that the tool and the workpiece both have to be the electrically conductive material. Then also the local temperature rise is rather high, still due to the very small pulse on time. There is not enough time for the heat to diffuse, and thus almost no increase in the bulk temperature. Thus the heat affected zone is limited to 2 to 4 micron of the spark crater. Since the pulse is applied for a particular very small value of the on time, so the heat affected zone is limited to 2 to 4 micrometer of the spark crater. That means what is the crater formed by the spark? The portion where the spark will impact will form a crater. Let's say it is a sphere or it is a hemisphere. So within 2 to 4 micron of that region, that is the heat affected zone. Then however, rapid heating and cooling and local high temperature leads to surface hardening, which may be undesirable in some applications. Now let's discuss regarding the dielectric. So dielectric, it has a very important role to play in the EDM process. The material removal mainly occurs due to the thermal evaporation and melting. As the thermal processing is required to be carried out in the absence of oxygen, so that the process can be controlled and oxidation can be avoided. As we have seen this in the case of the welding also, the freshly prepared joint is very fresh nascent, so it has to be protected of the atmospheric oxygen. Similarly, since in case of the EDM process the material is melted due to the thermal action, thermal evaporation, so it has to be carried in the absence of oxygen so that the process can be controlled, and so also to avoid the oxidation. Otherwise the oxygen will lead to the poor surface conductivity of the workpiece and will further also obstruct or hinder the further machining process. Hence a dielectric medium should provide an oxygen free environment. Further, the dielectric should be strong enough so that it has so much resistance so that it does not break down electrically very easily, but at the same time it should ionize when electrons collide with its molecules. That means it should not break down very easily and it should not break down at all. So it should ionize as well as it should not break down very easily. Otherwise the sparking control, it will be very difficult and inadequate. So we use various dielectric mediums such as the kerosene and deionized water, commercial EDM oil. Apart from this, we can also go on for cryogenic machining, in which we can use the liquid nitrogen as the medium. Tap water, what is the limitation with that? Basically it ionizes too easily and thus the breakdown due to the presence of salts and impurities occur. So the dielectric medium is generally flushed around the spark zone so that the debris formed continuously recirculates back, filters back, and again we are having the filtered dielectric medium back to the system to again cause the flushing of the new dielectric to be formed or already formed. It is applied through the tool to achieve efficient removal of the molten material. So it is applied to the tool itself. As we have seen in the welding process also, we are having the welding electrode and through the same setup or to the same welding gun the shielding gas also flows. Similarly in this case it is applied through the tool itself so that the efficient removal of the debris or the molten material will take place. Now further let us discuss regarding the tool material or the electrode material. The tool first of all should be a conductor of electricity, should have high electrical conductivity, then it should also have high thermal conductivity, it should have a high density also, so that for the same heat load and the same tool wear by weight there would be less volume removal or tool wear. It should have a high melting point also. It should be cheap and easy to manufacture. Then it should not undergo much tool wear. There will be wear of both, but it should not go much tool wear when it is impinged upon the positive ions. The localized temperature rise of the tool also has to be less. So all these characteristics are taken into consideration while selecting the tool or going for the particular type of tool in case of the EDM process. Further, the tool should be easily workable as intricate shape geometry features are machined in EDM so that we can cut the different complex or the intricate internal geometries on the tool. So for that the tool has to on the workpiece. So for that the tool has to be the mirror image. That is what we are saying, the tool should be easily workable. So I hope you understood regarding the same. We have discussed variety of topics related to the EDM process and we discussed till the characteristics of the tool materials. Thank you.